We're like the Essex version of Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah, we live in Essex.
Yeah.
Like their A-list doppelgangers, for these two, it's all about appearance.
I think we're both lucky to be good-looking.
And modest.
Give me cute.
I think that's confused.
I love her fashion, I love her dressing sense. For some reason, we always do matching colours.
And it's just a coincidence. It's not like we've planned it or anything. Yeah. But great minds think alike, eh?
I think so.
Yeah. On with the cooking and a menu reflecting their cultural heritage.
Where we're both Nigerian, it only makes sense to keep it traditional and, you know, make the traditional African dishes that we love to eat ourselves.
And from the southern Sahara comes the starter, lamb kebabs with plantain.
There's not really a lot you can do with the lamb other than just, like, put it in a bit of spice, I guess.
Yeah, but you can put pieces of plantain in pieces. Oh, but I'm giving them tips.
Yeah.
Come on, harder. Our second couple are Dominican Republic-born Anna, 50, and hubby Ian, 54. They met on the internet and think they're proof that opposites attract.
At the beginning, our friends would look at us and it's like, how? How did this happen? But it happened. Latin power! I'm quiet sometimes.
Yeah, when?
I have my moments.
Yeah, when you're asleep.
Back with Edith, who's marinating her lamb in some authentic and fiery African spices.
Everything throughout is going to be spicy, so even the starter has to be spicy.
With the lamb in the oven, Edith turns her attention to the vegan option.
No, it smells of nothing.
Tofu on a stick with a bit of vegetables, no skill involved, not dinner party food.
No, I don't agree. I think it could be amazing.
Our third and final pairing are music producer Danny and wife Shira.
Definitely a couple of big kids.
Definitely.
100%. I reckon other couples might find us either overpowering, but hopefully not.
Let's go! Come on, Shira! Together for 28 years, Danny and Shira think straight talking is the key to their lasting relationship.
When we speak, we just say it as it is. We do not filter anything. We love honesty.
Not only to each other, but to everyone else.
To everyone else.
I wonder how that'll go down. In the kitchen, Martin's doing the tofu taste test.
It tastes of nothing.
You won't say that when Edith's finished with it.
It's gonna be spicy.
Tofu turbocharged. It's assembly time.
Hey, lime, onions, peppers.
Hey.
Lamb, onions, peppers.
The lamb, onions, peppers, will be served with fried plantain.
I hope they're not gonna think it's gonna be too spicy.
I definitely did make them spicy.
And the next African dish to delight is vegan strawberry cheesecake.
I've had vegan cheesecake before and it does not taste like cheese.
It's an easy dessert, but it's also boring.
Cheesecake's quite difficult to make with fresh strawberries.
Because it doesn't matter if you do it good or bad, it's always bad.
Ah, but you haven't tried Martin's. For the base, he's using cashews, dates, coconut and almonds.
The vegans are definitely gonna go nuts for this.
Unintended.
The nutty mix is blitzed, then bodged in a tin.
Perfect.
For the substitute cheese layer, maple syrup is added to coconut cream, nuts and honey.
Someone stop.
Nice.
Oh.
Whoopsie. For the topping, strawberries are bunged in the blitzer with even more nuts.
Oh, well, how are you going to do that without the plate? What a donut.
Topping on, and Martin's first ever vegan dish is done.
I'm very proud of him, I'm not going to lie.
A quick pud selfie.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
And on to the main. Nigerian prawn fried rice with pineapple and chicken, and a prawn and chicken free version for the vegans.
I like the idea of Nigerian because that suggests spicy to me.
Yeah, that does. That does sound like flavoured rice.
I'm up for that.
Edith begins by preening her poultry.
You don't want hair on your food. I think this is hair.
Hair?
I meant was feathers, but they're the same thing, so sue me.
Chicken exfoliated, authentic African spices join the party.
Why are there only 4 chickens?
Because they're vegans. The other 2 are vegans.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot.
Gosh.
Remember? You made a vegan cheesecake?
We might be eating out of pineapple.
No, it's not going to be like that.
We might.
I bet you.
I don't know.
I bet you 1,000 pounds.
But
You owe him a grand.
Really don't need the pineapple, if I'm totally honest with you. But it looks better, and it's all about presentation.
Absolutely, and it saves on washing up. Next, Edith fries rice with mixed veg and onions, bungs in prawns, and that's all the prep done. Nigerian puff puff with whipped cream.
Wow. That sounds like a puff puff.
I'd just like it noted that it's not dessert, it's pudding. We're in Great Britain. Thank you very much.
One does apologise.
You would always have puff puff at every Nigerian party. I don't think there's ever been a Nigerian party that there's no puff puff.
She adds beaten eggs to a mixture of flour, salt, sugar and yeast and gets stuck in.
I can see holes in it, which means it's gonna be puffy. If it's not puffy, it's not gonna be a puff puff, it's gonna be a slop slop.
And a slop slop puff puff certainly won't win you the grand.
I'd imagine it's some kind of pastry with a filling inside served with whipped cream.
Does that sound nice?
No.
Oh dear. She'll serve the fried puff puffs with whipped cream later.
I think I'm gonna win because my food is amazing and I'm coming with a lot of positivity.
It's Iloho's last chance to impress her guests and bag the grand.
The puff puff is looking really great. It is fluffy, right consistency, and I'm sure they're gonna love it.
And here it is, Nigerian puff puff with whipped cream.
This is gonna be my winning dessert.
Better get it out then.
Here you go.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Puff puff and cream.
Amazing, thank you so much. So it's almost like a dense donut.
Yes.
Without all this sugar.
Without all the sugar.
All the nonsense.
Yeah. All the nonsense.
This is like, I can imagine that this is kind of street food as well. You get this like, like get it up nice and warm and stuff. Edinburgh Christmas Market, you could definitely have a puff puff stall.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna start a new puff puff business.
I'm out. Taxis!
Dessert was amazing. There's definitely a gap in the market for that puff puff.
The little puff puff was basically just a stodgy donut. It was quite heavy.
Dessert was a bit beige.
Tidy up time. Actually, it's bedtime for me.
And score time for your guest. Ooh, it's catching this.
So unfortunately, the food didn't quite hit the same high notes as the choir. So for me, it's a 7.
The food wasn't as spicy as I would have hoped. However, I just had a wonderful experience and I love her. So I'm going to score Aloha 8.
I'm going to score Aloha a 7.
Praise the Lord, it's a 6.
Hallelujah! Aloho's kicked off the week scoring a respectable 28 out of 40. Next, her main course, duck bento box with spinach, mushrooms and gyoza, and a seitan alternative for Andy.
I love duck, love gyoza. In a bento box, there is a bit of a Japanese theme coming through here.
I love a bento box and I love Japanese food. And also duck is my favourite meat, so I'm very excited about this.
I do love duck.
Good for you.
Wow.
She seasons her duck with paprika, pepper, chili, garlic and salt. It'll be cooked later and it's onto the gyoza.
I don't know what gyoza is. If I had to guess, I would say it was some sort of fruit or nut.
Andy?
Gyoza, I love. It's little dumplings that are fried.
Correct.
So these are gyoza skins. I'm going to be making vegetable gyoza for everybody.
She begins by chopping garlic for the filling.
I recently returned back to the UK. I lived in Japan for almost a decade, and the side dishes for my main are very heavily inspired by Japanese cuisine.
I think this is going to be quite hard, actually, unless she's just brought it in.
She hasn't, Ed.
Gyoza is pretty popular in England as far as I know. None of you can pronounce it properly, which is weird. But yeah, I think that everybody definitely knows what they are, and I'm hoping that I can make them slightly more authentic.
Kasara cracks on and chops her spring onions, then adds to cabbage with garlic and ginger.
These are absolutes. When you're cooking in Japanese, you need your cooking wine, your cooking alcohol, and then this is mirin. Not actually sure what it is. It's alcohol and it's sweet. Yay!
In it goes with soy sauce.
Everybody repeat after me. Oishii.
Oishii.
Means delicious.
Excellent. She parcels the filling into the dumpling skins and fries. They'll be heated before serving, and it's on to the vegetarian option, seitan.
Seitan is a type of pretend meat made of wheat gluten. I don't know if she'd be making her own seitan. You can do that.
She is indeed, and you'll get to try it later.
I am very happy with the way that the seitan is looking.
Let's see what it tastes like.
These are enoki mushrooms, and these are eringi mushrooms.
Which are chopped and fried with butter and Japanese ponzu sauce.
Yes.
Finally, she preps spinach.
Let's take out all the ugly leaves. We do not tolerate ugliness in the house.
It'll be cooked and served cold tonight. Still got 2 courses to go. Her duck is air fried.
Oh, that looks amazing. I am so happy with these. The color is gorgeous. I think they're going to be perfect.
Cherries are reduced to make a sauce.
Behave.
After chiding her cherries, cold-cooked spinach is boxed up, along with duck, mushrooms, gyoza and wild rice.
ではこれで優勝できるといいなと思ってます。
I hope it's a winner as well. Duck bento box with a seitan alternative for Veggie Andy.
Wow, look at that.
I really hope you like it.
Actually, I love gyoza, and you made that yourself.
I made the filling and
Yeah,
I packed them, but I didn't.
Okay.
No, I must admit, I didn't make the skins from scratch.
What did you flavour the mushrooms with? Because they're delicious.
Butter and ponzu.
Works beautifully with the mushrooms. Really lovely.
I think the presentation is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Really lovely. I absolutely love the box. The duck, possibly slightly overcooked.
Yes.
Only a little bit, and we all know how difficult that is.
I would have liked it a bit more
Bit
pink.
rarer, yeah.
But that's just my taste.
It's
depending.
my taste
But-
as well.
yeah, but the sauce, I love it. It's fab. Yeah, spinach. I'm don't get me wrong. I'm gonna eat it, but yeah, unusual.
You don't need to force yourself.
No. It's still tasty, but just unusual.
I have to say the main for me was not a huge success. I'm not sure about iced spinach with the rest of it, to be fair.
Cold spinach, full stop. But cold spinach, no.
But in different cultures, people do different things, and we have to be open-minded to that.
How worldly of you.
I hope that they appreciate that they tried something new. I think that there was a good variety and some really good compliments. How's your seitan?
I have had seitan before. I don't remember it being quite this chewy,
Oh no!
if I'm honest. But the flavour is lovely, and I'm so impressed with the work you've gone to make that.
Could I try some?
You pass me your fork.
Thank you. My God.
That doesn't look good.
That is close to one of the worst things I've ever tasted.
Really?
Oh my God.
I don't think
what
it would be-
is that?
Flavour or texture?
It's a texture, I think.
Oh, it's a texture thing.
The flavour's not too bad.
I mean, I get it. I'm really picky about textures, but like slimy textures.
Jeez.
I love Sarah. I've really warmed to her as I've gotten to know her better, but gee, she can be direct. She asked me to try the seitan. My God, I thought she was going to gag.
I wouldn't say that she's rude, but like as in like she would say exactly what she thought of, and I like that. I like people that are honest.
I would say that Sarah was probably just voicing opinions about the food that we were all having. She probably just has the balls to say it.
Throughout the week, Sarah has been the most critical, but she's incredibly eloquent and very polite when she says it. And, you know, it's just really good to see how honest people can be at the table.
You're certainly taking it well. It's day 2 of the competition and Caroline's turn to cook. She's planning an evening of haute cuisine and all things French, which I'm hoping explains the outfit.
I'd like to raise the bar tonight. I do sincerely hope that my guests will raise their own personal bar and behave in a manner that's appropriate to the setting.
Sorry. Good luck with that. Back with our host who's had a text. Cheeky chappy Dave's fallen ill, so he's had to pull out of the competition.
That's quite disappointing. I'm going to be a wedge between 2 sort of rowing rhinos.
Fear not, old bean. Meet this jolly good chap. It's Dave's replacement, graduate Charles Mason.
People do think I'm a bit posh, but I do have substance behind what I'm saying, and I'm by no means a champagne socialist. I'm a kooky character that has very strong opinions and doesn't really care what people think of my opinions, but 9 times out of 10, I'm always right.
Yeah, me too. Back in the kitchen, Caroline's kicking off her menu with a classic French onion soup and caviar du jardin.
Caviar is obviously fish, eggs from the garden. Don't know what fish you get in a garden. Goldfish eggs.
What are you carping on about?
Garden caviar? Is that they're growing it in their garden?
No, Charles, but they do crawl around there. Snails, anyone?
That's going to feel like a mouthful of snot.
How lovely. On with the soup. And may I ask why you have a spoon in your mouth?
I've got a spoon in my mouth because I'm trying really hard not to cry, and staying still really helps.
Right. No, I'm sorry, I haven't got a clue what you just said, but I'm sure it was terrifically interesting. Onions chopped, they're fried with sugar and flour. In goes white wine, and that's the soup done. On to dessert. Mousse au chocolat avec un soupçon de cognac.
It's just chocolate mousse with some booze.
Well, it screams pretension, doesn't it?
That's easy. Anybody could do that.
Caroline starts by breaking up chocolate, and only the best will do.
This is a 90% chocolate, so it'd be lovely, have a really rich flavour.
Once melted and cooled, she adds egg yolks.
Ooh, that's looking really good.
And a splash of cognac.
Et voilà.
Egg whites are folded in and the mix is poured into posh glasses and left to set. Last to prep is the main, beef bourguignon avec pomme purée et les haricots verts.
It's beef stew with potato and green beans.
Well spotted.
Oh, that's easy, isn't it? That's just like a glorified roast dinner.
It's not a complicated dish to do, it's literally just chuck it all in a pot.
Caroline rolls braising steak in flour and chucks it in the slow cooker, along with lardons, veg, herbs, wine and stock.
Voila, I'm just going to leave that to cook for the next 8 hours.
Blimey, that was easy. Next, she knocks up a veggie ratatouille for Charles. Then swanks up her mash.
As you can see, some of them are really quite cute. Others resemble caca, as we like to say in French. But, you know, c'est la vie.
Prep done, it's time to slip into something a little less flammable.
Santé, une soirée formidable.
Indeed. First to the door is Tom.
Hello.
Good evening, Tom.
How are you? You okay?
Lovely to see you,
Mwah.
darling.
Mwah.
It's going to be an evening of fine dining, correct table etiquette, and if you can refrain from the belching, that would be wonderful.
We'll see.
Next in, it's Andrea.
Bonsoir. Bonjour, Kata.
Kata, it's Caroline.
I've got some sad news, guys. I've received a message from Dave. Due to unforeseen medical circumstances, I'm now unable to continue with the contest.
Oh, what a shame. It's a shame on you.
Yeah.
Last to arrive is Dave's replacement, new boy Charles.
Bonsoir.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how lovely to meet you. I'm Caroline.
Caroline, nice to meet you. I'm Charles. Hello.
Hiya, I'm Andrea.
Andrea, lovely to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Charles.
Oh, hello, Charles.
Hi, Charles. I'm Tom.
Are you quite posh?
No, I'm not posh. I'm all right. Well, no, I'm from a nice area, so I think that they all sound like this, so it's okay.
Do you think you're posher than them?
Gosh, I wouldn't know at what point I'd make that comparison.
Doodle pip.
I think it's super to have a posh ally. So I'm really, really enjoying having some of the attention deflected from my own poshness.
What I'm doing tonight is I'm introducing the guys to some fantastic rustic style French food. But the difference with this is it's going to be British produce you're using. Who says basil can't be French and fancy?
Not moi. Chris is kicking off his franglaise menu with his starter. Done with cheese au four avec chicory et pain.
Did he turn French halfway through writing this?
Ton worth cheese. Is that like a ton of cheese or £100 worth of cheese?
No, it's cheese from Tunworth, just down the road.
He's going to be oven baking the cheese and some sort of bread to dip in.
Spot on!
So this cheese is going to be baked in the oven, so they've got the option of using the chicory or the bread to dip in. I could quite easily use the camembert today, but no, I want to use local produce.
You're going to give it a whiff.
That smells like £1,000.
Not sure where you bank. He cuts the top off so he can add extra ingredients to the cheese.
So what we've got here is some fantastic smoked garlic, and that's from the Isle of Wight garlic farm. Absolutely top end.
Oh, fancy. He adds fresh rosemary and sets aside. Better make sure you've made enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Your French accent is superb. Next, Chris prepares his bread.
So the guys tonight are going to ask if I made my own bread, and the answer is going to be yes.
He starts by mixing dried yeast with water before sieving his flour. He adds a glug of olive oil to the yeast mixture and combines the lot to create a dough.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave that approve, and that is going to be amazing.
Next up, it's his chicory.
So avec chicory, I don't think anyone's heard of this before, so it's going to be a real good surprise for him tonight.
What's chicory? Chicken.
You what?
Chicken pate.
Oh, good grief.
Chicory's a bittersweet leaf, obviously very commonly found around France. It's to go with the cheese itself.
He'll serve the chicory with the bread and cheese that he'll bake before serving.
Yeah, everything's ready to go. It's going to be banging.
And he's also got a banging dress code for tonight.
It's all about the 90s. I'm not sure what they're going to bring to the party and what they'll be wearing.
Worry about your outfit, I'd say.
It's a 90s music scene. Is that 1890s? So Bach, Beethoven.
Oh, very funny.
Maybe I could just turn up wearing what I wore when I was 4. A baby grow with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on.
Might be a bit of a squeeze. Oh, so just dressing how you normally dress then, fair enough. And cans of beer, classy.
The premium lager. They're going to love it.
Let's see, shall we? First in, it's Adam. Were you wearing that when you were 4?
That is proper 90s going on there. Help yourself to a beer. That is smashing it, mate, honestly. How's that going down for you, my friend?
It's going. It's going. It's gone. Next in, it's Izzy. Nice Britney outfit.
Oh, my word. That is abs. That is everything. Please help yourself to a can. A can.
Thank you.
What else would it be?
Oh, my gosh.
This could be interesting.
Cheers, guys.
Something a bit different.
At least you didn't chuck it away. Next in. Oh, he's made an effort for tonight. It's Mark.
All right, mate.
Oh, my word. Here he comes. That is absolutely classic.
You look very good, actually.
Happy days. Get the party going, man. Get the party going.
Someone's up for it.
Hey.
Last to skip through the door, Nicole.
Hey!
Oh, God.
Whoop, careful.
My shoes are too big. They're 2 sizes bigger than me.
No offence to a lot of you, but this is going to be the best night.
Chris and his night. Chris.
To Chris.
Cheers all.
Thank
you.
Back in the kitchen, and Chris is plating up.
That is smelling fantastic. That really is premium cheese going on there. Bread is homemade. That's the thing. It's all about being homemade. That is a winning starter tonight.
Your guests will be the judge of that. Voila! Ton with cheese au fort avec chicory et pain. That's bread and cheese to you and me.
It's French food, but obviously using local British produce.
I didn't really expect this, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think this is amazing. The bread, that was great. The cheese, anyone can put cheese in the oven, right?
I loved it. It was cheese and dippy bread. What more can you say? It was all local produce, homemade bread. Yeah, superb. The boy done well.
I'm very happy with this, and when I saw it earlier, I was very excited about it.
Darling.
I thought cheese on toast amazing, and I thought, it's not Stilton. I'm going to be able to eat this.
Hello, was that a jibe at your starter, Izzy?
Yeah, I feel that it was a bit of a dig at me. I tried to let it go over my head as much as I could.
Having a bit of banter with Izzy, just not having any Stilton in it was good for me. Just a pokey.
Play nicey.
90s is my era, my decade. The music was coming through. What would be your era?
I think it'd be the 90s. You know, I never had to wash myself.
You what?
My bottom got wiped for me.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
I'd have to pop back to the 20s. That prohibition jazz, that just people looking a bit sharp, a little bit underground in places.
I loved, Downton Abbey, how they dressed,
Yeah.
how the gentlemen were gentlemen and how they treated the ladies and they used to court them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd like to be upstairs, not downstairs.
I was thinking more New York street underground jazz music. Of course, the laird here is thinking about the staff. But we get that.
So, Izzy, who would you say here is the most gentlemanly man?
Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all the way, Christopher.
Thank you.
Who is the least gentlemanly man here?
Mark, because he's very outspoken and
Go on.
moving on.
No.
What about you guys?
Isabella, I respect you for that.
Well, you're happy with yourself. You're content with who you are, so that's fine. Mark is the least gentlemanlike. He's very outspoken and Mark did slightly irritate me with his comments and trying to dig.
Of course, I'm a gentleman. I'll hold the door. I'll let you make the tea.
Oh, he's a keeper. It's the final day of the competition and Alex and Georgie are feeling hopeful.
I think our combination of Mum's recipes and culinary expertise has put us in the lead for the time being, but oh, sorry.
Are you kidding?
What's going on?
No!
Right.
Turn your phone off.
It's Mum. Hi, Mum.
Oh.
For me, Georgie and Alex are going to be taking first place at the moment, but we're going to claim that spot tonight.
You certainly seem excited about it.
If Gareth and Paul are to win the competition tonight, I think all 3 courses are going to have to be spot on.
We absolutely want to win this £1,000. I think we stand a really good chance. We've just got to pull together and not bicker too much, and we should do it.
So they start by bringing out some crystals to help them keep calm during the prep.
Put them in the sun, please, to charge them up.
Let's hope they do the trick. First up, the Italian-inspired starter.
Stick 'em up.
A Bloody Mary bruschetta with roasted courgette and gorgonzola rolls.
I think we'll enjoy this starter. Yeah, it's very simple, but yeah, I think we're going to enjoy it. I like the roasted courgette and, oh, yeah, annoyingly,
It does sound quite nice.
that does sound quite nice.
Bruschetta, you can't get more Italian than that.
With a bit of gorgonzola, bit of cheesiness.
Love a bit of cheese.
I'll bring the chutney, because you've got the cheese. Together we'll have...
Mamma mia!
Yeah, all right, sorry about that. Not sure what came over me. While Gareth gets on with the rolls, Paul mixes onion,
Worcestershire sauce,
a glug of vodka,
Tabasco sauce.
and 10 tomatoes.
Yeah, that
Good to
smells
go.
good. Excellent.
To make this the culinary expertise that it appears to be on paper, they're really going to have to make their own bruschetta.
Paul?
No, we haven't made our own breads, I'm not going to lie. We've brought it purely because we can't make bread.
We're toasting it.
Very technical. The bread is sliced.
You've got a massive hole in that bit.
Right, well, I can't help that, can I? Well, do you want to cut it?
You're going to have
Do you want to cut it?
Yeah, but you can't serve that. The topping will just fall through.
I've got another one here to go through.
Not sure those crystals are working.
I think today in the kitchen with Paul and Gareth, there's definitely going to be a lot of fireworks going off.
Chuck a little bit of that then.
Well, no, because you might need to keep a reserve yet, because you don't know what this one's like, so don't start chucking stuff if you don't know.
Deep breaths, fellas. With the bread done, Gareth constructs the rolls and it's onto the main. Duck in limoncello sauce with dauphinoise potatoes.
Bit risky with the limoncello, I think. Putting booze in any dish is always a bit wary of, unless it's wine.
You know, if it was that popular, we'd be going places and ordering a beer-infused
Sausage.
sausage.
You mean like a steak and ale pie?
Yeah, it's really horrible, isn't it?
What, steak and ale?
I quite like a steak and ale pie.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to take back what I just said there.
Probably for the best. Back in the kitchen, and the lads are getting on with the dauphinoise.
We need one of them fancy mandolin things. I bet Georgie and Alex have got a mandolin.
I don't think they have.
Actually, Mummy did buy Alex a mandolin for their dauphinoise.
I'm getting a mandolin.
Everyone is going to be focusing on the fact that there was dauphinoise on our night and there's going to be dauphinoise tonight. So there is that. Yeah, that's a bit of competition. These need to have more seasoning to them, maybe slightly softer to taste, and definitely more of the sauce on them.
Cream, milk and garlic join the sliced potatoes, and out comes the meat.
Oh, I love a bit of duck. Whack, whack.
I like my duck well done.
Lisa?
I like my duck quite pink.
To get it right, they're going to need to ask everyone how they like their breast cooked.
You've got to serve it quite rare.
Are we going to ask people, though?
No, we're not. No. I don't think we should give them the choice.
I think it's dangerous not giving people an option how they want the duck
Well,
cooked.
if you want to give people the option, you can cook it. Simple.
One way or another, they'll cook the duck just before serving, so the dauphinoise is in to bake.
Perfect.
And it's on to dessert. Chili chocolate and orange liqueur mousse.
Mousse?
I think the mousse will not be one of my... Nah, I don't like mousse, really.
No, I'm keen. I'm eager.
I can see you've salivated all over the bloody menu.
While chocolate melts, egg whites are firmed up and Paul smashes his nuts for the garnish. Gareth makes the mousse by mixing orange liqueur and chopped chilli with jockey, and it's in with the egg whites.
I hate it when it's floppy.
Chili chocolate, happy with that.
Ah.
Orange and chocolate, that is something that is a match made in heaven for me.
No.
No?
Nuh-uh.
Not for you?
Not for me.
Maybe the combination, I will not go for that. Chili and orange.
Yeah, so you're not really a lover of chocolate. And orange chocolate,
Chocolate,
are you?
yeah.
So, yeah, that might be a bit difficult.
I think, yeah, that will be difficult for me.
Yeah.
The rather divisive mousse is dolloped into glasses. It's into chill, and that's the prep done.
Really looking forward to tonight. I'm happy with our menu. I'm
Yeah.
happy with the way it's gone.
Yeah.
I think we should go and get ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go on then.
I think that Paul and Gareth will be really bottom of the list. The menu is really simple.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Positive? And hoping to score a full house and be top of the shop, a Night One hosts newlyweds Claire and Rick.
Rick and I got married 7 weeks ago in Sorrento in Italy.
Thanks for the invite.
I am definitely the most talkative.
There you go.
Did you not get a word in?
Well, I was waiting to talk, and then you went straight off.
You snooze, you lose.
So I'm definitely in charge in the kitchen, because Claire just cannot do anything, really. She can't cook. We'd probably starve to death if it was down to Claire.
So what's the plan for tonight?
Rick loves cooking. I love socialising. We both love Italy.
We do, yeah.
And our night is about bringing those things together to create memories that will last a lifetime.
Memory! I'm so sorry. Time to get cooking.
So, which one do we press? Is it this one?
The on button.
That one?
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day.
Rick is definitely the cook in our household. If it was up to me, we'd have fish finger sandwiches. They're really good, though.
If you say so.
Beans on toast, a little bit of cheese on. Job's a good un.
Good job, Rick's head chef today, then. He's kicking off their Italian menu with the main, Rick's lasagna.
Because I normally make my own lasagna and normally everybody enjoys it, I think it'd be quite something if they could make that quite special for me to be able to enjoy it.
It's going to have to be good, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Definitely. Do you fancy giving dirt?
OK.
Meet lasagna connoisseur and senior nurse practitioner Donna and her partner, engineering manager Simon.
We're quite a fun couple. I think we bounce off each other quite well, don't we, most of the time? Cheers.
Yeah, sometimes.
When we argue, we argue very well. That could be quite entertaining.
See, I'm always right and she thinks she's right, but I have to let her think she's right then at the end.
No, sorry, you've lost me there. I need a solid example.
You're really annoying with the sock drawer. You never, ever pair your socks up. You'll just throw everything in the cupboards and just leave them until you need them for ironing.
No, as soon as you take it out of the cupboard, you have to re-iron it. So what's the point in ironing it, put it in the cupboard, take it out and re-iron the damn thing?
Oh, the agonies of the wardrobe. I can take no more. Back with the hosts, chopped onions join some sizzling pancetta.
Starting to smell good, isn't it?
I don't really like onions, so no. Normally, I would be sat on the sofa, watching telly, reading a book.
Doing naff all.
So very, very different for me today.
Claire's education continues as carrots go into the mix, along with garlic and mince.
Lots of garlic.
Yeah.
Now you need to mash that up.
That's it, mash it.
Here we go.
What are we doing now?
We're rolling now.
Are we?
Yes.
Rick adds a splash of red wine.
Like this. That's my dance, isn't it?
Finally, fresh herbs, chopped tomatoes and Worcestershire sauce are plonked into the pot. With the ragu prepped, Rick assembles his lasagna, layering it up with pasta sheets and bechamel sauce.
These are the kind of moments I live for in the kitchen.
Being alone with cheese.
We're finally getting it finished.
Oh, I see.
Happy with that?
Looking good.
And voila, or ecco, as the Italians say. Second on the cooking agenda, it's the starter, arancini.
Arancini, is it Italian? Is arancini
Probably a
Italian?
stuffed mushroom, is it?
Is it a stuffed mushroom?
No, it isn't. Come on, Rick, enlighten us.
It's a traditional street food in Italy, so I think we just want to bring it to a dinner table and make it a little bit nicer.
Arancini.
Arancini.
Arancini. Never heard of it.
It's risotto balls. Our final couple are police dog handler Blaine and his girlfriend, police officer Laura.
Laura describes us as little and large.
Why is that then? Ah, yes, now I see it.
You don't see many tall girls going out with shorter people, do you? But we won't change anything now, would we?
Well.
Blaine is amazing. He is so funny. Literally everybody cracks up at his jokes everywhere we go. He's so kind, dead thoughtful, and that is just, he's quite romantic. I won't say too many good things because his head will go massive.
Might even things up a bit.
Hopefully one day we'll get married. Hopefully when I get a ring on my finger. And I've told him when we get married he's going to have to wear Cuban heels because I can't cope with the height difference on the photos. There's going to have to be some sort of alteration or something.
Or stilts.
Stilts, yeah.
Back in the kitchen.
Show me how the chefs do it.
I really like this.
Ooh, like a seesaw.
No, like a knife.
Hey, that is good, Rick. I like the feel of them, and I like the sensation of chopping them.
It's the simple things.
Rice time.
White wine followed by stock is ladled into the rice.
Let's go. Don't you ever get bored of cooking, Rick? Because I feel like I've got a blister coming already. I'm on it, I'm on it.
Oh, he's a taskmaster. Chopped mushrooms join the risotto pot along with...
Cheese.
Cheese. And black pepper. Rick constructs the arancini and his keen apprentice pops them into chill.
Thank you, chef.
They'll be deep fried later. And hoping to win the money this week, our first couple, 34-year-old Jason and his 25-year-old boyfriend of 10 months, Pete.
Hey! The first day we started messaging, and then the morning after, I texted and I was like, well, message. I was like, morning, you okay? Nothing.
Usual lads?
Yeah.
Oh, must have phoned ahead.
Thank you very much. Yep. So all day I was like, well, he sent 3 messages. Bit awkward.
Luckily, I didn't think he was entirely desperate. And then I was like, I'll give him a second chance despite the 3 messages.
Second chance? Shut up. Shut up.
Well, the desperation paid off, and this pair have been loving life ever since.
Ask anyone in Brighton, our house is definitely the house that you want to party in.
Yeah.
This weekend's another house party,
Ours.
so at ours...
Can we come or...?
Yeah!
See you there. Today in the kitchen, these party animals are channeling Jason's ancestors.
I have Italian heritage on my mum's side. Everything is made from scratch. I think it's going to be pretty authentic. Yeah.
First up, that Italian staple, lasagna.
Oh, yeah, I love lasagna.
Italiano.
We go to Italian a
Prego.
lot. Yeah, nice. Love lasagna.
Bambino.
Mamma mia.
No income tax, no VAT.
Meet this week's second couple, retired singer and market stall holder Barb and her devoted husband, builder Chris.
He spoils me, he does spoil me. Yeah, you do. Oh, bless you.
A lot of husbands have got, like, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow. I've got Hoover elbow.
And 30 years on, the love's still flowing.
He's funny and lovely.
What, like Cara Lovely?
No.
Yeah, it's one for Bob soon. No, that's no good for me. I'm only 80.
Oh, what a joker. In the kitchen, Pete's on chopping duty while Jason starts the pasta.
Oh my God, I've got an itchy nose.
Oh my God, Pete!
Yes. No, underneath my moustache. Oh my God.
Go on, give it a scratch.
I think in order for lasagna to win, I think they have to make their pasta sheets themselves.
Yes.
If you go down in the woods today...
Last up this week, 43-year-old mum of 4, Debbie, and her 32-year-old estate agent fiancé, Richard.
Oh, mind the stingers. Mind the stingers. When we're together, time is a little bit fraught. What with the kids and the dogs. No, Gabriella! Oh, my God. 1.5 weeks of the month, we get on really, really well. And the rest of it, not so good.
Wow. What's the point?
Interesting.
And we wonder why we don't do this
More often.
together more often.
You haven't left the children in that forest, have you?
We have moments in between.
Magic moments. Do you make the most of them?
You don't really go out. No, the way I do like to go out with other people other than you, but...
Wow. While Jason needs for England, well, Italy, Pete makes the ragu for the lasagna from scratch.
Crush the garlic in.
He cooks down diced carrots, celery, garlic and mince with stock.
It will be delicious.
With Jason still needing the pasta, Pete knocks up a dough for their bonus flatbreads.
But that's going to be enough to make 6 flatbreads.
Then slathers them in garlic butter, and they'll be baked later tonight. For the pasta, Jason flours the kitchen table.
I feel like I'm in like a proper Italian kitchen.
Ah, bene. Look at you two rolling out pasta together. Oh, that's amore.
Yeah, it is. It's such teamwork.
Right, done.
There we go.
Nice work, apart from the scratches on the table. On top of the mince, they layer the pasta with bechamel sauce and cheese for baking later. So it's on to dessert. Another Italian classic, tiramisu.
I love tiramisu.
Last time, so we did a dry run of this menu. We ended up eating the tiramisu out of the dish at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
God, you two are crazy. Now get cracking.
I think it could be a competition-winning dessert if it's made nicely, if it's homemade, if it's
Okay.
out of
a supermarket or something, then I'd probably say no.
Nothing shop bought around these parts.
I'm really glad that we're making our own lady fingers. And then you can sit there and be like, oh, did you make this? And be like, yes, we did.
Pete starts by separating eggs.
Whisk me luck.
Jason whisks the egg whites.
Wait, are you not supposed to be able to do the thing over your head?
No, because we're not making meringue. We're making sponge fingers.
Right, okay.
Keep up, Jason. In a separate bowl, egg yolks and sugar are mixed until pale.
I'd say that's pale. That's pale.
Cheeky. The whole lot is combined with flour and baking powder, et voila! Fingers of a lady.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and no. Mainly no, though.
They're put in to bake anyway.
They're looking good. I'm going to swap them around.
Are they looking good?
Yes, let's be confident.
Well, they're all you got. The lady splodges are layered with a coffee, cocoa and mascarpone mix, and it's in to chill. Next up, it's the starter, arancini.
And a pistachio and herb crumb.
On the arancini, yeah. Which will be homemade, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Arancini. Go.
He's a singer, isn't he?
We'll come back to you.
I think arancini is something along the lines of fried mozzarella.
Risotto balls in crispy breadcrumbs. Oh, I like the sound of that.
While Pete painstakingly peels pistachios for the crust, Jason starts on the risotto.
Oh my God, even cooking them, my eyes are like, they're like really oniony onions.
Onions generally are. He adds arborio rice, stock and wine. The cooled risotto is shaped into balls and coated in those hard-earned breadcrumbs.
This is so good. Wait, oh, yeah, go, okay. Is that the last one?
They'll deep fry later. With an arrabbiata sauce knocked up, that's the prep done.
Amazing, yes.
It's the final day of the competition, and Sheffield couple Ed and plant biologist partner Katie are in a mega confident mood.
If the other couples have any taste whatsoever, then they're gonna really enjoy it.
The bar's been set low. I think we can jump it.
Wow!
Now that's fighting talk.
I think we're in the lead.
Yeah, I definitely think we're in the lead.
Oh, well, ignorance is bliss.
Kate and Phil are the couple to beat tonight.
The people we see as our main competition at this stage would be Ed and Katie.
So just what have they got up their sleeve?
I spent a lot of my summers going to Menorca, where my grandmother used to live. We want to make summer last just that little bit longer with our Spanish-inspired chef fiesta.
Si, senor. Ed and Katie kick off the day making dessert, crema catalana with homemade shortbread.
Is it like a blancmange?
Not quite.
I don't know what you could possibly think crema catalana is other than like a custard creamy dessert.
Is that a creme brulee?
Finally, it's the Spanish version.
Okay, it's creme catalana time.
Dr. Katie heats a pan of milk and starts a science lecture.
So now, a cinnamon stick. So the cinnamon, did you know, is the bark of a tree?
I did know that, yes.
In it goes.
Put in a pinch of saffron. Saffron is the world's most expensive spice.
Got that one, Ed? Next up, orange peel.
Have you ever looked at the skin of an orange down a microscope?
Oh, yes, at least twice a week.
Oranges only turn orange when they get cold. In nature, oranges are
always green. Yes, there will be a test on this later. In goes some lemon peel and a bit of vanilla essence.
God, it smells like holidays.
Where do you holiday?
It's very posh.
Very posh menu.
Still with dessert, it's eggs from their own hens.
Oh, it's one of Sergeant Pepper's eggs. Oh,
How can you tell?
Because she did it with a little help from her friends. Hang on. In goes sugar.
Now this is the tricky bit.
Kate carefully adds the custard mix, whoopsie, to the eggs and sugar.
There's no fear in my mind that this is not going to set. Look at that.
Wow.
While the dessert's set, they knock up some hen-shaped shortbread biscuits.
I'm not sure what they look like, actually, but it's not really chickeny.
I'm inclined to agree. Next, the starter, a selection of tapas. Starting with Morcilla Iberica bites.
Morcilla Iberica bites.
Morcilla is just a Spanish version of black pudding. I'm really excited. It's one of my favourite things to eat.
On goes a sprinkle of breadcrumbs, a sliver of pepper, and a pinch of oregano.
And that's one of our tapas, ready to just go straight in the oven when our guests arrive.
Job done. It's on to tapas dish number 2 of 3, gambas al ajillo.
Gambas al agillo.
Nice try.
If it's spicy food, I'm not going to cook.
We know all too well that spicy food tends to have an ill effect with Dawn. I really hope by using this, Ed, you're not going to bring on a bout of flatulence from her. Like, we've had enough hot air as it is.
The chopped chilies and garlic will be fried in olive oil and the prawns added this evening. On to the chard and goat's cheese croquettes with saffron aioli.
They've got a goat.
We're eating the goat.
That's not even funny. They mix chopped chard leaves from their garden with a homemade roux. In goes the goat's cheese.
Goat's cheese.
Oh, no. I can't stand goat's cheese.
Have a good sniffer of that, mate.
Ah, lovely. Smells good to me. The rolled croqueta mix is covered in flour, dipped in egg yolk, and finally covered in breadcrumbs.
I hate croquetas.
Let's hope your guests don't.
It's going to be delicious. Worth putting the effort in.
Are we done?
Fantastic.
The saffron aioli will be made later, and the croquetas cooked this evening. Last up, the main Valencian paella with homemade pan rustico.
Why don't you just put bread? Because I think that must be bread, pan rustico.
Indeed it is, a rustic bread, which they make first.
It's a pan rustica, so we don't need to worry too much about it being perfect.
Oh, that old excuse. It's in to bake. Now the paella. They fry peppers, onions and garlic. In go chicken chunks, the paella rice, and a homemade chicken stock.
I don't know if it's seafood. I don't know if Valencian means seafood.
Trust me, it doesn't. They'll add prawns and other bits and bobs just before serving. How's that loaf looking?
I think this is a different style of bread to the one we had yesterday, so this has got probably a crunchier crust.
Sounds like it. And that's the prep done.
I feel a bit like I've been hit by a bus.
It's day 2 of the competition in South East London, and hosts Michael and Laura have woken up with one couple on their minds.
David was a bit grating last night. Just kept making the same silly jokes, which is annoying.
I would like to see a bit more of Sammy come out, because she's, you know, she's a good laugh as well.
Yeah.
I'll be impressed if they're both still alive by the time we turn up for dinner,
And
because they
married.
have quite an interesting sort of relationship.
Meanwhile, last night's hosts are still feeling confident.
As the night went on more and more, I just thought, we're just smashing this.
You can thank me later.
You can thank my marinade later. My special sauce.
The theme for our menu tonight is kind of romantic because it's Spanish and we love Spain, especially Ibiza. That's where we've been on holiday a lot and that's where we got married.
Oh, very nice. They get going with dessert, crema catalana and chocolate orange love balls.
I need you to stay focused, get your game face on and just, you know, get on with things I tell you to do.
Under strict instruction, Michael whisks egg yolks, sugar and corn flour.
Look, your big hands are too big.
What do you mean by big? They took it.
They're too big for whisking.
No, they're too big for whisking.
Not that big.
The chocolate orange for me is just a personal no-go.
As far as I'm concerned, viva España.
In the kitchen, Michael uses his massive hands to heat milk with cinnamon, vanilla and lemon and orange zest, which is combined with the earlier egg mix.
Good. If anyone else doesn't like it, well, that's their poor palates, isn't it?
Yeah, who cares what your guests think? The mixture is poured into ramekins.
Just make sure you clean the insides a little bit. All right, not too much. We want them to get in the fridge before midnight.
Do you want to do it?
Speed.
Give him a chance. They'll serve tonight, hopefully before midnight, Michael. On to the love balls. I had been meaning to ask.
We basically created this dish as a homage to Spain and the fact that it's chocolate. You love it.
I love chocolate.
I love your...
Oh, you can't say that.
I was sold at the chocolate orange love balls. This sounds good.
She would be sold at that.
The beginning of the balls involves melting chocolate.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Know what you like with chocolate?
What's with those wipes?
You got something wrong with your mouth, babe. So why did I give you the chocolate joke? I mean, that was just silly of me, wasn't it? Michael, that's enough. We need this chocolate for the cooking. Stop eating it. You're going to ruin it. I'm watching you like a hawk now.
Dare you to have another one. Oh, he's got away with that. Still munching, Michael adds cream to what's left of the chocolate, and Laura pours in orange juice, zest, and liqueur.
Let's shuffle that truffle in the fridge.
Why are we shuffling the truffle? We just walk the truffle into the fridge. Okay.
Yeah, let's put it in the fridge. That's what I've got to do.
Put you in the fridge.
I think he's had too much sugar. Time for the starter. Spanish tapas, including garlic prawns, meatballs, and serrano ham bites.
Now we're talking. This sounds good.
While Laura deveins prawns, Michael makes meatballs with minced paprika, parsley and egg.
I hope it tastes better than what it feels like. That's all I'm going to say.
As he rolls his meaty mix, Laura puts garlic in the gambas, ready to be cooked later.
I hope the meatballs come in a little sauce. I hope they just don't come...
They're not dry.
Dry meatballs.
That's not cute. Dry meatballs.
No one wants dry balls.
Well, you're in luck as Michael seared his balls and starts a sauce by frying onions in red wine.
Can you manage that? Yeah, OK.
What, opening the can?
You look like you were
Seriously?
there. You look...
Well said, sir. The tomatoes go in with some puree ready for the balls.
OK, don't break the balls.
No, you're not. Like you're breaking mine.
Oh, touche, Michael. They'll reheat tonight. Finally, manchego cheese is wrapped in Serrano ham. On to the main, chicken basquez.
And we did chicken, so they better come hard or go home.
They're going to be in their home.
This is true.
Our chicken will be better than last night because it will be slow cooked and full of Spanish flavour and really saucy.
I would have thought that chicken basquez is something from the Basque region of Spain. So, Barcelona is Basque?
Basque, yeah.
No, it's Catalonia. The host gets started by mixing thyme, garlic, oil and paprika. And as Laura massages the mix into the meat, Michael's making music. Or trying to.
Is it leaking?
Some bits are falling off.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what that is.
Into the chicken?
I don't know, not into the chicken, luckily.
Oh, never mind. How about a song? After a serenade and a marinade, the chicken's ready to cook and goes into a pot with onions, peppers, chorizo and olives. You got a song for this one, Michael?
Well,
that's appropriate. In goes a splash of wine and tinned tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, it smells of Spain.
Cucina complete. They're off to get changed.
Vamos.
Bang on what I thought. You know, the focus will be on the food tonight.
I like Laura and Michael, but I'm not worried about them in the competition.
It's the final day, and the turn of Sabby and Ashley to host, and expectations are high amongst the group.
I'm expecting spice.
Yeah. Food originated from their culture, their background.
I think the boys are going to come up with something special. I don't know, but I think they are.
I'm from a Caribbean background. My family are from St. Lucia, so that will influence my cooking.
And my parents are from India, from the Punjab, and that has influences on my cooking. So together, we are making an Indo-Caribbean menu.
First up, dessert. Jamaica cake with cardamom kulfi.
I am slightly weird about cardamom, but I've never had it with dessert.
Some people don't really like cardamom, but in this dish, it is delicious. People will like it.
Well, that's reassuring. For the kulfi, Ashley grinds pistachios and cardamom.
I think he could do with a little bit more strength, couldn't he?
You do it then.
Watch this. This is how it's done.
Oh, you are quite good.
Yeah, see?
Into a pan goes evaporated milk, condensed milk, the crushed cardamom and pistachios, followed by a huge dollop of cream. Ingredients are blitzed, the kulfi is in to chill, onto the cake, with an eggless version for Amanda.
It's really difficult to bake without egg. You know, unless they've tried it before, that could be, that could cause some problems for them.
Or problems for you.
If it doesn't come out right, she just got ice cream. Kulfi.
Well, not just, it's delicious.
Lucky Amanda. Ashley adds butter to flour, sugar, ginger and bicarb of soda.
Right, do you want me to do the rubbing?
I do want you to do the rubbing.
I'm hoping this is cooking related.
It's icky, put in your hand and stuff, icky.
Good to know.
I would give this rubbing a... This is definitely a 10 out of 10 job.
Rubbing masterclass complete, water is added to the mixture. Oil goes into Amanda's portion, while an egg goes into the main batch. Now, you're sure you won't get these muddled up?
We'll put Amanda's top right. That's the left.
You say top, I say...
left. It's I say top, you say left.
I say get it in the oven. Thank you. Time to crack on with the main then. Indian goat curry and aubergine and plantain sabji with roti.
We've never tried goat.
No,
No.
It's not the sort of thing that we would choose to cook.
No, it's not a meat that we would choose.
normally eat.
It's not the sort of thing the boys would choose to cook either.
Usually in Caribbean cooking, mutton replaces goat. It's much more available and there's a similar taste. So that's what we're going with.
The Caribbean can be quite hot, can't it?
It's gonna be spicy.
Let's do a taste test. I'm sure Shelley will cope.
Moderately spicy, I'd say.
Moderately spicy chilies blended. It's time to... Oh, scratch that.
Wow.
Horrifically spicy chilies blended. The boys fry onions and garlic before spooning in their potent mix. Then they add spices, tomato puree and passata. With the very non-goaty mutton added, they leave to simmer.
Sabzi, what's sabzi? I feel like we should know what that is. We should know what sabzi is.
Sabji is an Indian, generally vegetable curry.
Using the leftovers from the first curry base, they add potatoes and aubergine, and Ashley fries the plantain.
Oh, they're a bit burnt.
Amanda and Ilias will like it.
Oh, cheeky. They'll reheat it later and will serve with homemade roti. Last to prep is the starter, sweet potato pakoras with Indo-Caribbean chutneys.
Pakoras are quite nice. Sweet potato's nice as well.
Shelley?
I like sweet potato.
Sweet potato, light sweet potato.
That'll do. The boys top off their veg with spinach and add spices, yoghurt and gram flour. Then Sabby's magic hands are at it again.
It smells so fresh. It smells really summery.
They'll deep fry before serving.
Hopefully they ain't going to pull a chutney out the jar.
Scrape it out.
Yeah. Because I would like to think that they've made that homemade.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that curry sauce you made.
Yeah. Most chutneys with pakoras tend to be sweet, so maybe like mango inspired, I think.
What about Scotch bonnet inspired? Ashley adds jerk seasoning, sugar and water, then blends and pours over onions. For the tamer dip, Sabby blends garlic, mint, cucumber and lemon juice, then mixes with yoghurt.
Today's gone really well. I think everything's tasting like it should.
Looking like it should.
Apart from you two, go and get changed.
Done.
The competition is wide open
now. Yeah. Looking at that. Against our little lamb curry, hello.
Yeah. I don't think it's as tasteful, as exciting as the menu we had last night.
This week we're in the Midlands, where the first potato in England was planted in the 16th century. Yeah, I'd come back later if I were you. And aiming to harvest this week's £1,000 prize is first host, yoga-loving Dal Shahal.
Smile, breathe, don't screw your face up.
It's only your arm, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm of Indian origin, and I'm very proud of that. And everybody's heard of our, curry is now #1 food in the UK. Why? Because it tastes better.
Know your stuff, do you?
If something's not nice, I'll tell them I can't eat something that's not nice. If it's going to make me feel ill or I feel sickened by it, or, I will tell them.
Well, if that happens tonight, you'll only have yourself to blame. Dal starts by making dessert, Punjabi fruity kheer.
This is Punjabi kheer. So this is like a rice pudding, but it's very traditional in Punjabi household.
Karai?
Nearly.
Karai?
That's worse.
So, I don't know what that is.
Clearly. Meet 32-year-old artist and self-confessed chatterbox Nikki Hinks.
I love meeting new people. I'm a bit worried that I'm just going to meet them and waffle, and they're going to be like, oh, she's the nutty one that's annoying.
You said it, but Nikki knows exactly where to channel that energy.
It's so important to be able to express myself, because if I couldn't express myself, I'd be a drone. I'd be like a robot or something.
At least they run out of batteries in the end.
My wife says that I only have 2 real faults. Everything I do and everything I say.
Been married long, have we? Contestant number 3 is 57-year-old company boss Dave Lines, and believe me, Dave loves to have a laugh.
I'll give you a hand in a minute, but I've just got to go and make a cup of tea.
I'm not sure he's seeing the funny side. Dave might be a joker at heart, but he's taking this week seriously.
Am I in the competition to win? Yes, of course I'm in the competition to win. I wouldn't enter this unless I was going to try and win. In terms of what I'd like the guests to be like this evening, I'd like them all to be really ugly, really boring and terrible cooks.
Now you're having a laugh. Back with today's first host, Dal. He starts by boiling rice in water and adding warm milk to the pan before pouring it all over the hob.
Ooh.
He then leaves it to simmer and will add fruit and nuts later. On to the starter, Punjabi fish with pakoras.
Ooh, I actually quite like the idea of that. I do like fish.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Today's final host is competitive mum Kirsty Barton.
Point your toes. I'd say I'm a very pushy mum. I believe if you want something in life, you need to work hard to get there. And I will push my children in whatever direction they choose to go.
I'm sure they'll thank you later. And it's not just her children that Kirsty tells what's what.
I say it as it is. I have no filter, which is really bad. It's really bad, but it gets me in a lot of trouble.
I can imagine. Back in the kitchen, Dal makes his pakoras by slicing onions, chilies and aubergine. He then binds everything together with chickpea flour and eggs before frying.
I hate to say this, if it works, this is something, you know, I think easy can go on to any Michelin-star restaurant.
Dal then takes the fish and adds coconut oil and spices, ready for later.
That looks awesome. Ready to put it in the fridge, let it marinate. I'm going to pop it in the oven later on. It's going to taste brilliant on top of a pakora. What can I say?
I think you've bigged it up quite enough already. On to the main, a selection of Punjabi curry delights.
I absolutely love curry. My dad is brilliant at curry, so, you know, they're going to have to work hard to make it as good as my papas. But yeah, I'm excited about that too. Hope there's like maybe some veggie things like...
Oh, crikey, I think we'll leave you to it.
I wouldn't mind that meal, actually, because I like curry, and if you've got a selection and somebody knows what they're cooking in, that'd be good.
It certainly will. Back in the kitchen, and one curry isn't enough for Dal. He's preparing 3.
This type of food, a lot of protein, mushrooms, beans, chicken, healthier option.
The base ingredient is similar for all of them. Onion, garlic, chilies and spices. But he adds chicken to one curry, lamb to another and lentils to the third.
I don't like it when they're too spicy, though. You know, when, like, mega spicy, as in burn your mouth off.
Crikey, she's still at it.
I really do like a good curry. I like quite spicy food, so hopefully they'll keep it well spiced. Quite looking forward to that menu, actually.
If they've got reasons why they don't like it, you know, you have to accept it. You know, it's not their fault, it's just their palate.
The 3 curries are left to simmer. Just time for a quick freshen up.
No, it's not winning menu, mine is.
There's that straight talking.
I'm really excited now that I've seen the menu because, well, I know I'm having dinner tonight. So, and now I need to make sure I don't eat anything all day.
And there's that just talking.
For me, this is the sort of food that I like. So if it's cooked nicely, I'm going to enjoy this.
Here we go, yo! This week we're in the Northwest, where the term teetotal originates. Following a blunder in a speech that called for teetotal abstinence, teetotal was born. Sour grapes, anyone? Hoping her night is everyone's cup of tea is 30-year-old HR manager and trainee therapist Jane, who along with her co-competitors will be dishing up dinner in these delectable digs.
I'm really excited to cook in this kitchen because it's beautiful.
Glad you like the pad. What do your guests make of you?
The group don't really know who I am so far, and I feel the curiosity, so I'm excited to start showing them a bit more of who I am.
I'm a little nervous about Jane. She might deliver. She better deliver.
Tonight's the night that I feel is going to be competition for me. I feel like she knows what she's doing.
My menu is a tribute to my Indian and Malawian heritage, so there's a bit of that weaving through each of the courses.
First up, the starter, chili mogo.
I've got no idea what it is. I don't know if it's fruit, vegetable, meat. Interesting. A roll of some sort.
Mogo means cassava, and cassava is a staple part of Malawian cuisine, where my dad is from.
Mug.
What are you talking about?
Is it a mug of chili?
No. Tell him, Jane.
For me, this is a winning starter because it's something I love to eat. Just hoping my guests feel the same.
I'm excited to try what mogo is for sure. I'm a fan of trying new things, so let's see.
With the cassava cooking, Jane moves on to her marinade.
So I like this traditional family marinade, so let's see what happens.
Into a blitzer go onions, garlic and lemon juice.
Here's the chili for the starter.
The kick joins the combination alongside ketchup, sriracha and soy sauce.
The last thing I want to do is add some coriander.
I really don't know what a mogo is, so I'll reserve judgment.
I'll try a bit. I think that's the perfect level of spice.
Marinade made, she coats the cassava with corn flour and breadcrumbs, pops in some peppers and stirs in the spicy sauce.
Doesn't that look lovely? That's my chili mogo finished.
On to the main, lamb keema curry with rice.
Keema, korma. I think I'm thinking of korma. Maybe I don't know what keema is then.
What do you hope it is?
I hope it's korma.
I'm thinking cream, chicken, peppers.
Chicken?
Lamb.
My main course is a lamb keema curry, which is a traditional, probably favourite family curry. I'm excited to cook it because it's my fave. Delicious.
Jane kicks off her keema by blending onions.
Woo! That smells so good.
I'm hoping for mild to medium. You know the 2 chilli signs that you see on a...
Ready meal?
Little yes. Medium, at least.
Could go either way with 6 chillies.
So these are finger chilies. I don't know much about them, but they're spicy enough, good enough for this curry.
We'll find out later. Cloves are cooked up with cinnamon and the onions from earlier.
Now it's time to add the spices.
Which are dhania jeera, garam masala and turmeric.
And ginger and garlic goes in now. I am worried about the heat levels.
With all those chilies, I would be too.
Yeah, a good curry could get good points off me. A good curry.
Beautiful.
It's certainly coming together as mince is added to the mix with some salt.
At Z's dinner party, we had a lamb. I'm wondering if he'll see this as competition.
Now it's going to be a battle of the lambs. I knew she'd be my competition.
So the tomatoes are here to add some sauce. Everybody loves a bit of sauce.
Oh, yes, especially me.
It's very innuendo-y, isn't it?
No, I just love anything saucy.
So we're going to leave that on a low heat for about 3 hours. Should really get the flavours to run through, and it should be perfect.
Look at that sauce. Anyway, time for pud, mango and coconut cake with ice cream.
Mango and coconut cake. Make sure it rises to the top. And don't make it flop.
Maybe time to stop.
Sounds standard. I like mango. I like coconut. I like cake.
Do mangoes have stones in?
Oh, this isn't a good start.
I've never cut a mango before. People normally cut mangoes for me.
And?
I don't think there is a stone.
Keep slicing.
There is a stone in there.
Well done. The unstony slices are covered with fried desiccated coconut.
Fruit on a cake, it's not right.
To make her cake, Jane whisks flour, sugar, vanilla extract, eggs, butter and milk.
Look at that.
The mixture's poured onto the mango and it's in to bake.
Good to go.
I love mango and I love coconut and I love cake. So, come on, Jane.
She's not cutting any corners and makes a buttercream by whisking egg yolks and corn flour and adding heated milk, sugar and vanilla extract.
I can't smell scrambled egg yet.
Well, that's a bonus.
I did expect something different from Jane. I thought she'd be coming with something a bit more exciting.
With her cakes baked, Jane's getting busy with her buttercream.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A swirl for each guest. Perfect.
Beautiful. Dale's great wall of Chinese chicken and egg fried rice.
So that's basically like a Chinese dish. So we've gone away from Mexico, now we're in China.
I think he's going to definitely fill the plates.
I don't really know what he means about the wall. Maybe he's making it like a wall, maybe he's a builder, I don't know.
Bingo!
I've got a little building theme, trying to leave subtle hints at what my profession might be. I don't know if they'll have picked up on it or not yet.
Yes, I think Sarah's on to you. Dale starts off his Chinese odyssey by hacking up large chunks of chicken.
Big chunks. All about the big chunks.
Oh, you certainly are. These big chunks are mixed with green chilies, beaten eggs and garlic, then dumped into corn flour.
I think it'll be all right, this, you know.
Yeah, I'd cook it first, though. Dale drops his coated chicken into boiling oil, stands back and marvels at his own achievements.
Not bad, did it? Quite surprised at that, you know. Hey, maybe Gordon will be on the phone after this, you know. I've got just the job for you, son. My new restaurant in, where's that? Vegas.
What, needs a new wall put up?
I'm hoping to God that he's just got lots of chicken and put them in a line and just stacked them and then covered it in egg fried rice. This is brilliant if it is.
For his sauce, Dale adds onions to a pan of oil, then pushes around with a laughably small spoon.
What's wrong with that?
It's laughably small.
It's not the size that counts, Pop.
Oh, clearly hit a nerve there. Chopped peppers go in, then shop-bought hoisin and sweet chilli sauces.
Wow.
Finally, the deep-fried chicken. How's that, then?
In the words of Danny Dyer, that is proper naughty.
Dale adds boiled rice to the pan.
Egg in.
Right.
Seasoning on.
OK.
Spoon stirring.
I see.
Rice, egg fried.
Finished now.
That smells so good.
Oh, goodness. Out comes the rice.
That looks all right, that, doesn't it?
On goes the chicken, and there it is. The Great Wall of Chinese chicken. You can see it from space, you know.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hopefully it's as tasty as the stuff you get from your local Chinese.
Lofty ambitions indeed.
It's brilliant.
Oh, lovely. Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Better than up the road.
Is it like?
Yeah.
That's that bridge burnt then.
Great food. It was good old-fashioned. I've come back from the pub. I'm feeling hungry. I want chicken and rice.
The chicken was a little bit too chewy. I didn't eat it all just because there was quite a lot on the plate.
Love the chicken.
Do you?
Not sure about the rice. I would enjoy the main more if I hadn't had such a big starter.
I usually find rice the most boring food ever, but
really,
so as soon as I bit into this, I could actually taste a lot of flavour, so fair dues. The rice was better than I expected it to be. It was full of flavour.
I think the main went really well. I think I might have pulled off the biggest fluke of the century.
As our host enjoys his good fortune, Vicky shares a pearl of wisdom.
If it comes to people, you should always look inside. A personality normally stays the same, but your looks can change. What does your exterior say about you?
I'm overweight. Don't give a crap. I am who I am, and this is the way it is. Clothes doesn't make a man. T-shirt, I'm comfortable in this.
See, Rob's a dark horse. I think he's got a lot more deeper emotion, deeper thought, and sometimes what you wear is to cover up what's inside.
Rob is who he is. I think we've passed the stage where everybody thought I was a tool.
Whoa there, fella, the week is still young.
I think Ash dresses to impress.
Yeah,
I
you
think
look
he likes to
good.
take care of himself. He dresses quite snappy, fair play to him.
Do you have jogging pants?
Yeah. I also have shorts. Scandal. I don't think the rest of the guys appreciate getting dressed up as much as I do.
Peacocks, you know what I mean? Chasing birds with your flashy feathers and that, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about. It's bravado, and as you get older, you just wither away and you're not bothered anymore.
Mentioning no names.
I don't like wearing clothes. They, get on my nerves and they get in the way. If it was a world of nudists, I would be so comfortable.
But maybe a little chilly. Anyway, moving on.
A little apprehensive about the dessert, but if it's OK, I think I might be the chance of a grand lark.